Hey guys. Alright, so I got a lot on the block to be painted. For one, finishing up my Terminators. So that guy's just got the first base coat. And then this is a squad of Beakies. I never really liked the Beakies before. I always actually hated the Corvus helmet. And then I was sitting around one day, and I don't remember exactly what I was looking at, but I saw this this Beaky squad set up, and I think it might have been somebody had redone the last stand of the Imperial Fist, maybe, or Crimson Fist. That's what it was. The last stand of the Crimson Fist. And I just thought they had a lot of character, all grouped together, and you know, all wearing the I forget what mark this is. I'm sure one of you guys could probably tell me. The chest plate and the greaves. I know that's not exact. That chest plate there should be like a single power cable, either going up or down, or something like there's like 3 power cables instead of 4. But I think this is pretty close. But anyway, so I saw those guys, and I tried to go as close to the old style backpack, you know, with the central vent. If you guys remember the old, the really old Rogue Trader stuff, they had that classic backpack, which was a lot like this one, just smaller. So I went with that, and did some studded shoulder pads. I didn't do the studded greave, mainly because I thought it was a lot of work, and I just didn't feel like it. But anyway, so, and if I remember correctly, Corvus is Latin for crow. I could be making that up. I don't know. If one of you learned gentlemen out there can tell me the truth of that, I'd be appreciative. But anyway, so I thought crows, ravens, I think they're from the same family. This guy's got his helmet on his thigh there. Gave him a combi weapon. Well, I think bionics are kind of useless now that they've done away with war gear, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out in October. Speaking of, the latest latest White Dwarf. Give me a second, guys. Latest White Dwarf came out, and it confirms the release. Hang on. Okay. For those of you who haven't seen it yet or haven't had a chance to pick it up, next month, Assault on Black Reach. So they've confirmed all the rumors. The coolest thing is in next month's issue, alright, with next month's issue, I'm not exactly how they're going to do it, but it does say free with next month's issue. You'll get a knob and a Space Marine Terminator. How cool is that? Free. So I'm assuming it's going to be packaged with the book. I'm sure it'll be the snap to fit, just like what's coming in the Black Reach starter kit. So you might want to hustle down to your local Rogue Trader or Games Workshop and pick that up when it comes out, because I bet they're going to fly off the shelves. So anyway, there's that 2-part dread, which I guess technically for the nitpickers it's something like 6 pieces, but the main body is really just divided in half. It's a pretty neat Space Marine Sergeant. And then this is kind of like I guess the stern guard, maybe, or I don't know. There's either the stern guard, or the Vanguard squad of veterans. I'm not sure which one that is. But anyway, talks about the new codex is coming out in October, so that's going to be good stuff. Anyway, but that's about all the Space Marine stuff that it talks about. So anyway, back to what's on the painting block. After having played the game, I realized it's time to kind of step it up and get painting. So it's crunch time now as to whether or not I'm going to make it for the release. I've got this squad, which it'll still be tactical Marines, but I'm thinking about doing them as a I thought about doing them all in black, like kind of like a special squad. And then if I decide to play them as like veterans or something, I can do them as like some type of unique veteran squad. But I wanted to do them all in black, like some type of a Raven. I don't want to say Raven Wing, because of course, you know, that's taken. But I thought about doing like, oh, I don't know, I'll come up with something. If you guys have any suggestions, I thought Black Ravens or the Blood Wing or something like that. Just a single squad. And I thought I could, conversely, I could use them as an escort squad or retinue for the chaplain. So, and too, that's an idea. Reading the Soul Drinkers kind of gave me an idea. Like, I guess somewhere in the book, one of the chaplains is accompanied by standard Space Marines, I guess, who are either assault Marines or tactical Marines who decided to become chaplains. So it's like they were chaplains in training. So they accompanied him into battle, and their armor was black. At least if I remember correctly. Some of you guys who have read it may be able to correct me on that, but that's how I'm remembering it, and to me that seems like a cool idea, just to do a single squad that way. But anyway, back here I have just a standard tactical squad. I don't have the heads or the arms on, obviously. I was looking at a painter on Warseer, and you guys may have seen his work, Deadly Headley, who's got just an amazing paint blog where he has done, it's in the project log section on warseer.com under, I think, Deadly Headley's project or something like that. But amazing stuff. And I looked at how he paints his models, and I do believe he does the backpack on, the torso and legs, and then he puts the arms with the shoulder pads actually on what looks like paper clips. So I guess either he's heating them up and sticking them in the arm, or he's drilling them and you know, maybe sticking the paper clips in. But he primes them that way apparently, and then paints the arms off the body, which really lets you get in. Because anybody who's painted these knows, you know, getting into that eagle past the bolter or whatever weapon you've got is next to impossible, and you always have to do a lot of cleanup. And I mean, granted, it's behind the weapon, so who's gonna see it, right? But I don't know. To me, it just seems like I have to fight to get the brush in. I have to turn the model, and you know, doing all of this, and you know, doing crazy stuff with the brush, trying to get it in there, and like painting the back between the backpack and the arm. That's always kind of hard too, at least for me. So I think it'll be fun to do it that way. Anyway, so just a thought, and it might help speed up the process.